Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with SBR contributor Jordan Sharp. Today we're looking at how those odds have been acting up for the game between the St. Louis Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. How you doing today, Jordan?
Doing good, Dax. Thanks, man.
All right, man. Odds makers opened this one up favoring the Seahawks at minus 13.5, and since then that line went down to minus 13 and minus 12.5 in some cases. Rams lost that game against the Giants last week, 37-27. As for the Seahawks, they won it against the Cardinals, and may eat my words, 35-6. Now, Rams are coming into this one 6-9, and the Seahawks are 11-4. But I really think that there's no other way to go here than the Seahawks in this case, considering that the Rams really don't have anything to fight for, right?
I wouldn't say that. I think the Rams actually do have a little bit of value here. They've been undervalued a lot throughout the season, throughout the last couple years, especially in these divisional games. So I don't think you can ignore them. I'm not sure if I would really be willing to take points with them at 12.5. But I do think that I agree with you. I could definitely see the side where the Seahawks could easily just blow them out here, earn themselves that week off next week, and worry about getting rest then instead of toward the end of this game. Because I think either way they go, I think they could. They're going to win this game. By how much, I'm just not sure if I really like it. I do say this. St. Louis, I think, does have some value in a teaser, especially if you can tease them up to, plus 18 or 18.5, wherever you can get them at, plus 17.5, wherever it is that you can get them. I think they do have a little bit of value there. I think you can get them at plus 19 even. So, there is, I think there's a little value there, but I'm not sure of the spread. Probably going to be looking at a very good play here. Do you think the total is interesting at under? Could, I think, be a pretty good play as well. The total's at 41 points, 41.5 if you're looking at 5 dimes. Interesting. I wouldn't say it's a great play, but it is. I think it would be an okay play. So I think, what would you think about a teaser with this one as well? Going with the Rams taking all those points and going with the bet on the under, teasing it up to about 47, 48, wherever your teaser is.
See, it kind of throws me off because last week we were talking about the same game between the Cardinals and the Seahawks. I think I had a teaser where I was taking the Cardinals, teasing them up to about 14.5, 15 maybe, and the under obviously did come through, but. I don't know. I mean, the Rams are a way worse team, right, than the Cardinals did, and look at what the Seahawks did. And I mean, the Cardinals' defense is a lot better than what the Rams have right now. I mean, yeah, it's 18, maybe 19 points and all, but would you really trust them, going up against the best defense in the league right now, man?
Not really, but I think there is a little bit of value there. I think that it does exist. The Rams defense is good. They're not gonna let the Seahawks, run heavy offense just take over the field on them, even on the road here. So I think if it comes down to it, I think that many points I think is safe, just because I don't think it's going to be here. It could be, don't get me wrong, but this game is the closest to even any of the money value is according to the SBR consensus page. It does appear that everybody seems to be split on this game, and that kind of lends me to believe that there could be, some sharp money on St. Louis here. So I'm not ruling it out here. St. Louis has been constantly undervalued. I keep telling people this, and it's just they're a little bit skeptical. I don't know how much at this point, like compared to what Arizona is now without Andre Ellington and Carson Palmer. Versus St. Louis, obviously they don't have a quarterback or an offense either, but their defenses aren't that far apart. And so I think St. Louis here, this is kind of their Super Bowl. I mean, so they're going to want to play spoiler against their divisional rival and not allow them to get that number 1 overall seed again, which was so integral to their Super Bowl win. The Rams know this. Even though it's not probably going to be that offensive, I think 18, 19 points, I think you're looking at that and saying, I think the Rams can get it under that, don't you? In that point of a margin, they could probably only lose this game by 14, 15.
It could be, man. I mean, it's just, I don't know. The Seahawks have surprised me and made me eat my words so many times already. I just don't want to go against them and all. But yeah, I mean, you could be right, and I do agree with you that the Rams' defense has been undervalued a lot, man. I actually thought that they were going to be a really good defense at the beginning of the year, but a few injuries happened here and there that kind of depleted that a bit. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't see why not. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 21 points. If I got 21 points on the Rams, I probably would consider it. But it's a game where I would consider more of an underplay, just straight up on the under in this case, just because of that fact that you really don't know what the Seahawks are going to do, if they're going to show up and they're just going to, want to make sure that everybody knows that they're in the playoff race, and just so that people can start preparing for them. But then again, you're right. I mean, the Rams might want to just play a spoiler in this case and could hold them down. I don't know. I mean, it does sound like an interesting play. I'm just not going to take it, man.
All right, man. Well, we'll see what goes down here. I wouldn't undervalue the Rams. People keep doing it, and they keep getting burned by it. So I wouldn't be too sure if you're all over Seattle here, -12.5, -13.
Yeah, that I agree. I would agree that it's a little bit too much, giving up too much points in this case. So it would be best to look the other way and maybe, do like you say, just add a tease and just grab some points on that. It definitely sounds like the best way to go, man.
Yeah, I think it is.
All right, man. Pleasure talking with you. Let's do this again next week.
All right, thanks, Dax.
No problem. For SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.